the highlight of the march was simply the number of people there, because we were just coming out of the McCarthy period, really, and most people, 18 up, just remember the whole country being afraid to have such movements. That's not true. Of course, there were many people like my parents who were fighting for social change. But to have something in Washington on the Mall and to have 250,000 people, which was the largest gathering ever to date, to that date, that's what changed us. We saw that really the McCarthy period was over. It was, if there was 250,000 people there, we figured there were millions of people around the country that were fighting for social change. And we no longer needed to be afraid. That's what energized us. I had been to the march that preceded '63. There was actually 2 marches that had been organized by organized and called for by the same person that did the 1963 march, which was A. Philip Randolph. In 1958, he called for a march on Washington. He was big on big demonstrations. So he called for a march on Washington to end segregated schools. And I was there with the group from Philadelphia. But it was a very small group. I don't remember the number of people. But it didn't particularly energize us. It just gave us an opportunity to be with like-minded people. And then we went back to our communities in '58 and, were marginalized where we came from. But '63 was different. And it was the idea that people of all races, all classes, from all parts of the nation were together calling for not just equal rights, but not just equal civil rights, but equal economic rights. I mean, it was the march for jobs and justice. And the jobs part stood for we need a more equitable economy.